Hello again, it's Zenriziron, the Gae-Mes. Welcome back to my second take of my second new series I'm trying to let's play. Second take, because my first take got ruined by all sorts of accidents, let's say that. And so I just decided to replay the first part that I already played and then keep playing. So I played the first part until we met Vic, and that's about it. I haven't played much more than that, so yeah. As you can see, this game is Ocean Avenue by fellow YouTuber and also game dev Dirk The Red Panda. So from what I could get from the first few minutes I played, and also from before, that this game is somehow about volleyball, maybe also a little something about music, I don't know. That's just what I think, maybe. And yeah, I made during my first playthrough, also attempt playthrough, I copied, I guess, the thing where Dirk The Red Panda eats 3 Skittles whenever an ellipsis comes up. So yeah, I will do the same, just with blueberries instead of Skittles. So yeah, let's just get started. And yeah, I think it's really cool how he animates stuff. September 7th, Monday. Day 1. So yeah, it's day 1 right now. It's day 1 right now, and I chose this game because I think it's not that far in the story yet. Like, After Years is a lot deeper into the story than Ocean Avenue. Ocean Avenue is, I think, only day 3 maybe. So we will see about that. Anyway, holy shit, it's a clear background. What a rarity in a lot of visual novels. Is Marcus here already? I thought he was coming in half an hour. I should get my backpack then. As I reach for the dark green bag propped under the kitchen table, I glance at my phone. Wait. Turns out it's my email notification. Why did they make this the default tone? The message is from NBL Pro Tour Jobs. My heart begins to race. I've been waiting for them to get back to me for 2 weeks now. Why haven't they emailed me until now? They told me to give them a week. Dear Evan, we appreciate your interest in joining the National Beach League Volleyball Tour crew. We had numerous applicants apply and were thoroughly amazed with what everyone brought to the table. We are impressed by your list of accomplishments and qualifications. However, we will not be moving forward with your application for the upcoming spring season. There were many tough cuts made while selecting our candidates. We hope to hear from you again for future seasons and wish you luck with your career journey. Yeah, sounds like automated replies. The rest of the email contains the interviewer's contacts and other company info. The email is threaded to 2 prior emails which have my original application and interview respectively. Okay, this was the first time. I already ate these 3, but I ate until the 12th. I ate 12 blueberries. So 4 ellipses in all. So yeah, let's keep going. Looks like the summer was a perfect record for internships. I closed the email along with the apps window. Nothing like getting a motivational speech before you play. The biggest kicker is that I'm going to the beach today to play. Yeah, motivational. I had my eyes set on a job for the past 2 years. Once I was finally qualified enough, I applied. I spent the time coaching youth teams and running my own events. I was sure the latter one would have them sold. I guess not. I slid my phone into my right pocket and proceeded to doze off, resting my head on my arms above the counter. Sleepy main character. I wake up to someone knocking from the outside. My heart skips a beat. I get out of my chair and promptly head to the door. It's a good thing I had nothing else to do earlier. The perks of fun employment. That's smart, but also so sad. At the door, I'm greeted by a German Shepherd 6 inches taller than me. Since I'm the only one home for now, I have to lock up the house before leaving, after which we chat. Hey. How have you been, Marcus? I haven't seen you in a month. I'm doing alright. I wish I didn't have to take that summer course. I feel bad for you, man. I've been there before. What's it for? General Ed. My spring professor was awful. Did you have to... Yeah, history teachers are intense at St. Vincent. Marcus holds up his key fob and unlocks his car. We close the doors and buckle in before resuming. I'm still jealous that you've been at uni all these years. I'm not sure how much longer I could stand living with my family. Yeah, I can relate to you. We went to high school together and then went our own ways once we graduated. I spent the next 2 years at community college, while Marcus spends those years already at university. However, since I'm transferring to St. Vincent this year, we'll be back together. Unlike his family, I can't afford 4 years of university. I'm still grateful that my parents are helping me pay for college, though. Lord knows where I'd be otherwise. Marcus starts the car and exits the driveway heading towards the main thoroughfare of our hometown. He finally chimes in. I still have no idea what thoroughfare is. I need to look that up later. Did you hear back from the NBL? I winced as he poked a fresh wound. Yeah. Oh. Sorry, man. Thanks. I guess this wasn't my year. Means I have more time to get familiar with St. Vincent. Marcus nods, looking bad at the road. I stare at him for an extra second. I can't get that nagging voice out of my head. You need to get an internship now, Evan. They won't hand you a job on a golden platter once you graduate. Thanks, Dad. Love you too. Rays of light beam through the windshield as we go down the sizzling freeway. Not only is the asphalt suffering a heat stroke, but so am I. I've never been fond of the scorching sun, but I have my reasons to suffer through it. For the game. Good God, it's so hot out. I mean, look at you. I'd be dying if it had all that fur. Yeah, I said it on my recording too, but I think this expression from Evan is pretty cool. My eyes drift towards this temperature gauge, 85 Fahrenheit. Disgusting. My attention diverts as the sound of the asphalt rumbles under the car. Remind me why we're going today? I remark as I get out of my flask. The leather seats are roasting my legs. It was the only day I could invite enough guys without all the quads being taken. Most of the time, the frat houses invade them with their beer dive tables. Fun. I hate it when they leave the single cups in the courts. Well, that's what you get when you put a university next to the beach. Some of their houses are right alongside the shore, so it's not uncommon to see frats and sororities out there all day and night. Must be a nice lifestyle. I could only get two of the guys to come. Sorry about that. But you'll meet the rest of them eventually. You don't have to apologize for them. I get it. It doesn't help that Labor Day weekend. That I either gone physically or mentally. I can see why. But it shocked me that Vic could still come today. Vic? You'll meet him today. Sounds like he's fun at parties. At least I'll have another connection. Being a transfer, I'm gonna need all the connections I can get here. Knowing Marcus is a good start, although that's a given for me. The next few minutes drag on as the outside ambience takes over. It isn't until halfway through our 75-minute drive that we break the silence again. So, what position do these guys play for indoor? They're both middle. Great. You got a problem with middles? Not with part-timers. You know you don't count. I was probably the only one that could pass on our high school team. I remember when you shocked the coach at tryouts. He can pass too! I put on a gruff voice as I extend my forearm outward, shaking them back and forth as I point towards Marcus. He replies with a huskier voice, more accurate to how our coach sounded. I have seen a tall guy pass that was since Doncaster. Sign him up for the beach. The two of us chuckle as we reminisce about junior high year. If only he knew that we played beach volleyball together since freshman year. Dude, I was so hyped for indoor that season. Remember all the high fives we came up with when we subbed in for each other? You mean like the scissor fist bump? The scissor bump? I stepped to mimic the move, intersecting my elbow and twisting my upper body sideways. We looked so graceful there. Marcus continues laughing as he rolls his eyes and starts to smile. Your dad was so pissed off when you did that. I will not have my son looking like a ballerina out there. He's already playing his girls' sport. Okay, so just for information, volleyball isn't only a girls' sport. I think there are like also girls volleyball, but volleyball itself isn't only for girls. My homeroom teacher, who was a male, was totally into volleyball too. He also made us play, the whole class, play volleyball. It was kind of fun. I wasn't very good at it, but it was still fun to play, like as a class. The grin he worked up is suddenly wiped off his face, his lips now pursed, angled down slightly. Crap, my bad. Don't worry about it, man. It was pretty funny. Yeah. It sucks that it was one of the only times we were both starters. There were a couple of reasons for that. Was that the same year we made that varsity beach team? Yeah, I remember going to half of the matches with you. All we ever did was mess around with the starters from the sidelines. Didn't they try pairing you up with our other middle? It's pretty common to see indoors program attempts to make their tall guy into beach volleyball players, usually with little success. Max is still recalling it. And didn't you have to take most of the courts for serve receive? Yep, that was such a pain. He rolls his eyes, smirking a little. If you weren't driving right now, I'm sure you would love to reenact it. You're probably gonna need to today. They're not that bad. Unlike high school, they actually teach everyone how to pass. Marcus diverts my attention as we get off the exit. He gestures at the ocean, which is now bordering the road we are on. You never took me to Ocean Beach this way before. Didn't you take this road to get to orientation? Well, yeah, but that's because there was construction that day. I didn't know you could drive straight to Ocean Beach from here. Yeah, you get used to it. I better. I imply as a brush off with a as I brush it off with a chuckle. Before you know it, you'll have to read the route memorized like the back of your hand. It only took me 3 months to memorize it by heart. Now it's like going on autopilot? Yeah. Isn't it crazy? We'll be going to the same university in a couple of weeks. I turned to the left, eyeing the view of the distant campus. It shares a beauty. It takes us about 10 minutes to finally reach the campus. Inside are 2 of the physical science buildings along with some sort of study hall connecting them. How will I be able to navigate this place? Fortunately, I have the GPS himself sitting next to me. Those buildings are for the engineering courses. If only my art courses were as close to the beach. You're still doing art in college? I mean, that's great, man. I just thought... I'm still doing it. Not sure how much longer though. Okay, this was the second one. So 6 ones. Don't worry about it. Dad hasn't taken much notice of it. If I had anything to complain about, it would be the fact that it's on the other side of campus, facing the mountains. Any reasons why the art buildings are on the mountainside? I suppose the view, I guess. Painting mountains and all that is artsy, I guess. Marcus pondered the question, giving it some thought before giving an answer in a matter-of-fact fashion. Supposedly, it helps the artists get in the zone. In general, it's much quieter than the ocean side. Huh, well, that does make sense, considering the ocean attracts students like moths. Yeah, right? More people just gravitate towards the beach. Plus, I've heard the art department got the short end of the stick when they were being built. That sucks. Not like I have a problem with it. They have trails there I can hike after class. That's cool, man. I'm probably one of the only art students who use it though. Not everybody grew up in an outdoorsy family like you. Whatever you say, Tent Master. I blush and cover my face as Marcus brings up the memory. How was I supposed to know How was I supposed to know where the extra pole went? I nearly suffocated when it collapsed. No, you didn't. You weren't inside the beast. All I had to do was unzip the entrance. It took you 10 minutes. Seconds. I couldn't breathe through it. Condense your banter about my near-death experience the rest of the way. By the time we park, I'm already exhausted. As Marcus shifted the car and park, I grabbed the backpack between my legs, placing it on my lap. He hops out of the car to retrieve his backpack, a mesh bag, filled with balls. Since we got a spot close to the sand, it only takes us a minute to find an open court. You better not mention this to the guys. Okay, this is the third ellipses. 9 blueberries. Your silence speaks volumes. Silence can't talk. Oh my god, you know what I meant. We start to unpack our stuff. A couple minutes passed by before anyone showed up. The first guy to show up is a lanky lion a couple of inches taller than Marcus. He approaches us, walking at a somewhat slow stride. He looks down most of the way, not breaking contact with the ground until he gets within a foot of the court. After giving it some thought, the lion opens his mouth. Looks like a shy guy, is what I said last time. And he does seem like a shy guy. Hello? What's your name? The phrase comes out staggered. As soon as he finishes the sentence, his eyes waver towards the ocean. My name is Evan. Evelyn? No, that's my sister. No, Evan. Oh, nice to meet you, Evan. Nice to meet you too. What's, forgot to say, I'm Kenneth, but everyone calls me Kenny. The lion scratches the back of his neck, visibly regretting his blunder. Once again, his focus wavered off, this time towards the net. Okay, pleasure to meet you, Kenny. And there he goes. I also said, he kinda reminds me of the Cowardly Lion somehow. A little bit at least. He's still distracted even after delivering my retort. Kenny moves on from me, walking towards the pole our backs are at. As he gets there, he puts his backpack down and starts looking at his phone. After acknowledging Marcus, Kenny continues to check his phone. Marcus walks to me, moving us a few feet away from Kenny. Don't worry about it. Sometimes he has a hard time picking up things. Oh, that's not a problem. Is he any different when he plays? A little bit. Our conversation drops for a minute until I come up with another question. How did you guys meet? We both play on the beach in indoor club teams. Wait, you guys have a beach club team? Yeah. Really? My community college didn't have a beach team. Yeah, Kenny's a year behind us, but when he joined last year we became well acquainted. He's pretty chill once you get to know him. He just takes a while to open up. That's a relief. I thought I gave off bad vibes or something. I looked back towards Kenny. He's still on his phone, but now he's starting to swipe at it, apparently playing something. Marcus cues me to walk back with him so we can visit with Kenny. Once he starts heading back, Kenny swiftly puts his phone away, acknowledging us with a subtle grin. How have you been, Kenny? It's been like 3 months since we last hung out. It really has? I was working on a piece of work, piece of school. I couldn't get it off my mind. That's cool. And I think that was the last. Wait, I had 9 and then 12, yes. This was the last ellipses I saw. And now, soon Vic should show up. And then we can keep going. After the slight lull, Marcus brings us back into conversation. Maybe start up this early will help us beat Lost Ojos this year. That would be nice. You're a great matchup against the middle, but that damn right side drives me nuts. I thought you did a good job with them. I guess. Marcus trails off, shrugging off the compliment. But when I rotated to the back row, it was hell defending against them. It didn't help that the other outsides were half a foot shorter than you, like your friend. Kenny nonchalantly pointed at me with his palm up. Is he calling me short? Short people can block too. Just because I lack height doesn't mean I can't compete with you. I sighed. Don't think about it, Evan. There's more to you than your length. Oh, Evan, I forgot to tell you. I'm back to playing outside now. For the most part. Marcus rolls his eyes benevolently. I expect Kenny's expression to lighten up after that, but it went back in a plain stare. That's nice. I knew you hated playing middle. If I hadn't played club during high school, I would have gone insane. There were many times Marcus was forced to play middle for our high school team. I didn't know if he would still be playing today if he hadn't joined the club team. You really take me back on the old nostalgia train. Did you also play club back in the high school, Kenny? He looks familiar, but then again, I've encountered a million faces at those club tournaments. And not really. I didn't stop playing volleyball until I was 17. My dad thought I was too big not to be playing a sport. He is big. Taller than our good shepherd friend there. Wait, fuck. And the three of us give a brief chuckle. Only played for my high school team. Oh, I guess he's not that notable. Usually guys that tall are idols in the volleyball scene. Kenny looked back down at his phone. I thought we had to be here by 4. He holds up his phone, giving us his quizzical expression. It's 4:19. Who's supposed to be the 4th person? Vic? Okay, that makes sense. Whoever this Vic person was, he's living up to some sort of expectation. Sounds very reliable to me. You bet I am! I feel weight suddenly land on my right shoulder. I flinch and nearly somersault as I fall forward onto the sand. Once I finish landing, I crawl on my back to see a massive hyena looking down at me. And wow! There he is! the giant hyena. He's not only bigger in length, he's also bigger in width. Jesus Christ, he's so huge! Are you Vic? Are you on the beach patrol? No. Then it's a pleasure to meet you. Then it's a pleasure to meet you. The hyena envelops my hand with his as he gives the firm handshake businessmen aspire for. I feel like a miniature doll in comparison. My full name is Victor, but you can call me Vic. Vector, Victorious. Stinky. Stinky. No one calls me Stinky. Oh wait, what? Kenny looks away, his expression mixed between abashed and amused. Vic inhales quickly. Just call me Vic, that's what I normally go by. All of the commotion diverted my attention away from the fifth person standing alongside Vic, dragging a cooler with wheels. There appeared to be a white vixen about my height, wearing a t-shirt and short shorts. Okay, that's Selma. And I didn't know that she was a vixen. That's interesting. Is this why you asked me if I was on the beach patrol? I point and turn my head to the cooler that the vixen is pulling. Vic slightly lowers his voice but raises his pitch. Maybe. He grins as he looks at it, then back to me. Marcus looks a little displeased, sighing as he speaks. Again, Victor? Don't act like you don't take from the pot. Vic raises his eyebrow, raising his upper lip. Are you gonna introduce me to your friend, Vic? The attention shifts towards the vixen, who finally breaks their silence. Wow. Wow. I'm not even important enough to introduce? They get up on their tippy toes and leap, attempting to whack Vic on the back of the head. Ow. Well, they got his neck. It was an attempt. Ow! Selma, what was that for? Ow! Selma, what was that for? Now, you take away the chance to introduce myself? Unbelievable! Selma sighs. They are about to elbow Vic in the side before thwarting the attempt mid-motion. Thankfully, the two self-diffuse the situation, dissipating any possible tension. Yes, you spaz. Psh, you elf. I'm sorry, Evan. She's a handful. Selma grins as Vic places an arm over her. He gets in the last laugh as he gives her an arm a tiny flick. Elma rolls her eyes before redirecting her attention back to us. I ignore the obvious "how did you guys meet?" question, saving it for another time. I don't want to make it awkward in case things were complicated. Marcus redirects the conversation back to volleyball. We should probably start soon. I'm sure the Greek house are gonna kick us off within the next hour and a half. Once again, Kenny glances at his phone and reads the time to us 4:30. Feel free to hop in, Selma. I bet Vic will thank you later. Oh, please. Selma and I are intercollegiate athletes. Another new word. He daintily places his head on his chest, pretending to act pompous. The two laugh off the remark as Marcus mouths to Selma, "Blink twice if he needs help," who is more than happy to accept the request. The five of us walk onto the court. Whoop. So how are we gonna do this? We could rotate around so each of us sits out once. We don't have to play full games. Are you guys cool with single games to 21? Everyone nods and hums in agreement. Alright, so who wants to play with who? I glance at the hyena, so tall and massive. He's a short boy's dream. Hey Vic, can I be your partner? Sorry Evan, sorry Evan, but I'm taken. Selma rolls her eyes while Vic gives me a wink. Of course you are. That's news to me. By who? Don't ask. I'm not gonna open up that can of worms then. Return to confusion, not sure how to do this. I mean, I could play with Marcus, but that might just be unfair. We probably have years of partnership experience over these guys, so I'll save him for last. Instead, I choose to play with someone new. Okay, I guess this is a good time to stop. So, yeah, we went into a little new territory right now. It's still day 1, and yeah, I will see who I will choose later. And yeah, I guess that's it for the first episode. We got 12 blueberries in, and yeah, that's about it, I guess. If you like the video, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!